It's kind of like a bit busy in my life, but nonetheless, we are in. Welcome everybody. Got some live games for you, some pretty nice 2v2s, it seems to be. I just jumped into, well, one it seems, looks like I've already played, I don't know what the score is, but we're just going to cast it as it is. It's 2v2 with some pretty top players, I have to say. Could be a little bit of practice, I could say, for the Clan Masters, maybe them, like Dogao trying to sort out communication issues, as he says in his stream. He's playing with Yo. Actually, Yo's quite good with his English, so he should be okay in that department. But nonetheless, we also got the NaBs team as well, Wonder and Pike. Wonder and Pike in a teal, and the blue Pike in that colour to teal. Dogao, it'll be in the green, and Yo will be in the red. In their point of view, we've actually got Mr. Yo here playing as the Spanish. I'm going to quickly get that chat off though as well. And so on Arabia, of course, 2v2 Arabia, Spanish, you'll be up against, actually, it's going to be Northern Pike here, and Pike is going to be playing, of course, Spanish. So Spain versus Spain, on the other side, we're going to have in the blue Wonder playing against Dogao here, who will be playing as, of course, both Byzantines. So mirrored matchup, 2v2, Byzantine and Spanish, so that's pretty cool to watch. Nothing you don't normally see ever so often, really, especially in 2v2 format. I mean, I know I haven't seen a lot of games recently, but Spanish and Biz are pretty cool sets. I mean, the Conquistador lineup, of course, in that castle age is going to be a real problem. We could also go for Knights, but you could expect to see Conquistadors this game. It's both viable. I mean, you can do a nice easy stonewall around and then just go for Conquistadors, Drush FC Conks, or you could go Drush FC Knights. It could go either way. I mean, in this game, maybe Knights could work out quite well because you've also got, you know, the other opponent on that team to go and try and target with the Knights and coordinate with. We'll see how that turns out. Especially you've got Byzantine as well, who probably could be going for maybe potentially in the camel department, or could be going for crossbows. If you're going for crossbows, you can team up with Knights, just like in a normal team game like 4v4 Arabia. Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of flexibility in this game, I think. I mean, don't even rule out a Spanish Feudal rush either. I mean, they got a great Feudal lineup. It's just the fact that they don't get any crossbows in the castle age, of course. So could expect to see maybe towers and just a full forward from both players. I mean, Byzantine again with the great cheap additions that they have is a really varied game we could have here. So can't really predict too much what could happen. But we are seeing 4 on wood here from Yo. Dogao has also got the 4 on wood here as well. No barracks, so of course it will be taking quite a while before we're going to see any barracks come up. But looks like everyone's going for the 4 on wood system except for Pike. Pike's actually going to go for 3 on woods, looking like scouts here from Pike as the Spanish. Again, another viable option to go for is the scouts, because it's very applicable to go for. You could still go to Conquistadors and get that bloodlines, or go for Knights, so as I've already said like 4 times. But he puts down the house just right now, as he's probably actually missing up 2 sheep up to the top there. You probably will find that eventually. It was probably like a one tile black smear that you get to find. We could actually even see Yo having a little bit of a cheeky look out for the boar. It is going to get taken though. Oh, but it doesn't. Oh, it only takes like 1 shot, and that's it. Yo's like, this is mine. He's going to start taking the ball, and there we go. A board being taken by Yo. But like a slight unfortunate mistake there from Pike. It happens to everyone though. I think because he just walked back a little bit too early, and then that's it. The ball lost aggro, and well, Yo. I mean, this is just standard stuff. He's gonna take this. Well, I can't see this being challenged right now. Pike's scout doesn't look to be anywhere near in the vicinity whatsoever. Actually, gonna knock the speed down just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit. A little bit of lag kicking in, but that's actually quite a lot of wolves, by the way. It's 5 wolves in this small vicinity. So again, if they don't go for a drush from either Yo or Pike, would meet quite a few wolves on the way over there. So maybe both players should probably think again on that front. But nonetheless, the boar is coming through. He's already taken one of his boars, so he's looking nice. Looking nice here already from Yo. It's like at the same time, Wander's having a cheeky scout. It's like a little bit of a trap trying to get placed out there from Dogao to try and lure the scout into the TC fire, but doesn't seem to be the case. Quick house is being built by Dogao. Is he housed? Oh, he is housed indeed, so gotta quickly get that up. Dogao saying he's versus Biz. Although Yo did say he's versus Spanish, so there's only one conclusion you could make. Bless him. So unfortunate berry placement. He has to build a mill towards the south side, and it's unfortunate. Of course, it can't be the most efficient. It's one of those sort of the devil's advocate is the word. It's really unfortunate, but nonetheless, he's trying to choose the best placement he could, and then it's all good from there on in. Just gonna take the next ball right now. The lag kicks in. I want to get my Twitch up so I can see your guys' chat now. What we got going here? The ball's going to be taken. And he's got Loom. Yes, and he has got Loom actually, so that ball's going to do barely any damage, so it's going to be fine. It's like at the same time, Gal's Scout is just reaching Wanda's base, but it's getting a little bit too close for comfort. It does steer away though, fortunately, and that looks like Wanda's a little bit too late to react to that one. Doesn't even get one arrow onto that Scout. He'll be nice and safe, just having a good Scout at Wanda's base. Getting the lay of the land. Actually quite a flat land that Wanda does have, especially the main gold zone and second extra gold in one placement. So whilst that could cause a couple of problems if he loses that area, it is at the same time quite nice because he could just TC that like a 2-for-1, gets another TC here, and then he's pretty golden. The only thing he does have a problem with is the wood. He's got wood to the south here, which is actually on the front of his base, and a bit more to the southern regions of the map, but it is all forward to his base, and that's not ideal. No wood at the back does make this interesting. You might have to go quite aggressive this game just so you can control the wood, but we will see what comes out of this. Just get the, there we go, cheeky. There we go, right. So Loom now being done by Pike. He's probably looking to click up first, I believe. 22 pop and 23 actually in total. Interestingly, no one's got any extra military, so I don't even see any barracks, no drushes coming out from any of the players at this point. It's like Dagald maybe looking to try and go for one on farm. Looks like an archer build if you ask me. Splitting the lumber camps, only got one farm down. Could be an archer build or pretty much a skirm build. Either one of the two could work quite nicely. Wonder and Yo are the first to click up actually. In fact, on Pike. Pike is going to go a little bit more on Tizzy. He's 24 pop at this point. Now he goes up to a few legends. So does Dagald. Not much differences in the timings, but you know, Yo is going up with one less build, but again, much bit quicker. He hasn't actually built a single farm down either. He's actually done, again, double lumber camp. It's got 4 builds. He's actually going to send his villager out now to build the barracks. He's going to try and build it forward, quite far forward in fact. Okay, puts it down there. Dagald giving orders to Yo. Barracks in there from Dagald there, just up on the hill. This actually needs to finish it first before he builds the house, of course. He's going to be fine. I'm very interested what he's going to do here. Actually, hasn't gone on stone or any gold, so it's looking to me. It could be scouts, and I can't rule the scouts out, but with the one farm placement, still viable. I think he's going to go for skirms or something, just realising that he's against Wanda, who's also Byzantine, just probably looking at some sort of big skirm war. Same thing coming down from one, he's got barracks. Actually got 2 of gold this time, so is this man at arms, potentially? If he builds a barracks just in time, I want to see if he goes man at arms or not. 2 in gold is... The 2 in gold could also just be just for the fletching. Very common that once more. We'll see what he builds with this villager here. This could be the archer range. Yeah, the archer range coming down there from the Byzantine of Wanda. So he's going to go for what's like probably going to be basically a skirmish, maybe a couple of archers thrown in. But the 2 in gold is just most likely just to get the fletching up. So he's down the 3rd farm here. Oh, I am hearing a stable being popped down. 2 rangers coming down from Dagald. That's to be expected. Once more now, Pike is actually going to go for the stable himself. And same here from Yo. Both players going to have scouts here from the left-hand side. The spearman already popping out. I can't really see how much damage can be done. Oh, actually, looking at this though, Yo, of course, getting a bit more of an injured scout for the ball taking. Now we'll face up against a much more healthier scout there from Pike, and Pike will take this down. But he's going to run to the other scouts. He's got to be careful. Yeah, he's going to back off. But he has done a considerable amount of damage onto that scout, so it's a nice little bit of an advantage coming out there from Pike in the early engagements. He has already got spearmen coming up and to be in place. He's put some on the wood line though. This is again a little bit exposed, but he will sort it out eventually. Well done to make archers. Well, it doesn't look like he's following that advice. Dagald is not on gold as far as I can see, and he's going to range, so she can build the blacksmith just down just now actually. He has got enough gold of course to get the fletching, I believe. He should be fine. Yeah, so he's just going to go full skirm in this game. Now, what's interesting is the interaction now between them and their partners, of course, because you've got the scouts on the left-hand side, and they can just do wonders against the skirm army here, especially what Dagald is building. So, got to be a little bit careful, because if you make such a heavy skirm army, and then, boom, in comes Pike, let's say, and just rips Dagald's army, he's in a lot of trouble. So coordination has to be on point. There's 3 scouts coming from Yo trying to pick a villager off, but again, one of them being quite weak. He's actually done considerable amount of damage onto the second scout. The spearman now was just rushing over. We'll force these scouts away. Looks like actually Wanda as well going to be fully walled up soon enough. It's actually doing quite a good job of this, I have to say. And this is actually be a real problem because when you're doing such mass skirms like Degao is, you cannot take palisades. Just do not drop. However, though, there is a gap in this oasis, and I don't think Wanda has taken notice of it just yet because that's definitely a gap there between those two trees down this oasis pond. And of course, you can walk around the sort of shoreline of it, or whatever you want to call it. As you can see here, just by the demonstration that he's making. And it's like, oh, look at that Wanda though. The game sense is real. He's just realizing that actually, where am I particularly vulnerable? And he's found the vulnerable spot and just done a quick palisade and. That's a good night to you, sir. And look at this. This is what I was talking about. Exactly on point. Yo couldn't find the damage onto Pike, and here he comes right now with the scouts. And oh, Degal's just going to lose all his army here. And there we go. The four scouts, 5 scouts just come in. Just going to rip this army to. Wait, that's Yo's. Oh, of course, Yo's coming in to help out Wanda. God damn it! Why does Degal play for SY? Can't Degal play someone else? Yo is coming in to help out Degal. But he's just going to find the same problem that he actually can't get in the base, so Wanda could actually just play a very defensive role, don't have to do much. Still want me to kill House. I was like, no, don't kill the house. No point. So look at this, Wanda's just doing double layer palisades. I really can't see how much damage that Degao can do. Degao has to start thinking about going to archers or something. Yeah, he's already got 4 to the gold. Even a couple of scouts there from Pike making their way over towards Degao, trying to see what they can do. But again, 2 spearmen in defense. I can't really see. Oh, actually, like one build did get picked off, however. And to the south, oh, a couple more scouts hitting the wood lines. A nice little bit of split raid there coming. One build very injured, but a scout does go down the process. It's like, oh, another build does go down though from Degao. We'll lose that to the 3 scouts, and even kills a spearman. What sorcery does Pike have with 3 scouts picking up a spearman and a villager? In fact, 2 villagers. So Pike making the work damage done. Managed to pick off decent numbers, I have to say. He's even got that one pesky scout trying to pick that villager off, but he will face a spearman and will lose that scout in return. But so in the end, it looks like, well, 1 scout or basically 2 villagers and a spearman. I think it's a pretty decent trade, I have to say. Cast is so confused. I'm so lost. I'm just a bit rusty. I need to remember everyone again. I haven't done it in months, so please bear with me. It's my first game in like 3 months. Something stupid. Please don't judge. So, Castle Age coming in from Yo. He's actually the first to click up here at 2036. Now, is he on stone? No, he's actually going to go straight towards just a Night Rune. I like this choice. I think it's better. It's easier to transition into. It's easy to click up with as well. The only problem he does have is that with everyone walling, Knights will be difficult to get into. So scout there from Wanda. Picking up those skirmishes bit by bit. A couple of archers now coming out from Degao though, so can't really do as much damage as he would like. It looks like Wanda's going to walk into a little bit of a trap here. The skirmishes were falling back and there's a couple of archers up on the top. Be very careful. He's trying to cling to the hill as best he can, and Degao brings his scout back as well. I feel like he missed a bit of a crucial moment there. He could have just done a quick wrap around there, one on the right, one on the left, and just basically squeeze him out. But he's actually going to fight on top of this hill right now. As looks like actually Pike is even going to start coming in with those scouts. One very weak, of course, but they're going to disrupt basically the flow of those skirmishes. Get inside, basically got that minimum target range, of course, so they can't always fire. So it also basically requires a lot of micro. Doing some good damage, I have to say. Wanda even chipping in here a little bit. The spearman sent round in circles, I have to say, and this is may Wanda a little bit more aggressive, but too many skirmishes, too much army actually in general, and he will be forced back. But he will click up much further ahead than Degao, it seems, as Degao is quite a long way away. It's 400 food, and you already see Wanda clicking up. And now it looks like Yo's starting to come over with his scouts. A little bit too late though. Bloodline's coming in from Yo, so he's going to this 2 stable combo. Let's open it, he says. So where can they find an opening? Probably the best place to... I would say the best place to have one palisade they can quickly get in, but there's too much defense going on here. I mean, and one just can easily wall for days at this point, so it's... Yeah, look, here you go. Sees the palisade being blown, just builds 2 more behind it. It's just nice delayed tactics, of course. Nothing much you can get done at this point. This could be quite a long game, just a sheer amount of walling. Someone has to get really down and dirty, basically. Go full on aggressive. Alright, forward siege workshop a lot. Just try and puncture your way through. The house is taking a considerable amount of damage, actually. Looks like that's going to get repaired. Yep. House is going to get repaired, so good luck trying to get in. Look at that, even more so. Wanda just doing more palisades behind here. He still had a villager here on this palisade a lot earlier on. Okay, now he's just going to send it back, just as I say it. Like it was never really idle. The gal will click up now finally, but that's just the time as Wanda's getting up into the castle age. So he will be the last to hit the castle age, and probably the most vulnerable too, I have to say. He has finished the back wall, of course, now, but he will be up against quite a large army. That, of course, will be, you know, crossbows of +2. You're interested to see if you're going to go for the elite skirmisher route, or you'll try and transition to some crossbows himself. You probably, it depends how his wood count looks. If he's got high amounts of wood, he'll probably transition into elite to elite skirmishes. If it's looking a little bit weak, you might just go into the crossbows, because he's actually got quite a lot on gold here, it seems. A little bit of lag kicking in, by the way. A little pausing. But build counts right now, 37 for Degao, 39, 38, and 39. So yeah, it shows that Degao has been pretty much most effective in this feudal age period, losing a number of vills, you know, in comparison to everyone else. The Pike right now is on 2 TCs. He's actually got quite a lot on stones. So he's looking to try and go for the Conquistador route, which would be useful in trying to get himself inside towards Yo's base. Yo, however, he's on the 2 TCs himself. He's actually got the 3rd TC, in fact. He's got the 3rd TC at the bottom near the stone. So he's got probably a little bit more economy, starting to invest into the two stable knights combo. It looks like as well, one that's going to build a TC slap bang in between, like I said, between the stone and that gold. Even build a 3rd TC close to his wood up the top here. He needs to protect wood somehow. That's probably the best option, of course. Get at least 1 TC on wood. He's got his lovely TC right where the stone is and the gold. Nice sort of entrance towards his base as well. It's actually really nice. It's all fairly close to each other as well, so nice and easy to contain and basically protect your bills. Especially in this section here as well. It's quite nice. Oh, so much pausing going on, so much stop-start. It must be a pretty bad lag or something. I'm not too sure. I don't think it's me. Might have slowed the game speed down actually. Why, it's 35 already? Oh, it went down to 35? Oh boy. The 5 Expo 5 skirms, says the gal. Because this game's going to have to require definitely of sorts quite aggressive play, I think, if you really want to get someone defeated early on in the castle stage. Otherwise, just play the long game. Both players got Spanish, so really negligible on the trade front. I think the crossbows here, the 5 crossbow, 5 third skirm, just outside the gal's base. Now, of course, the woodline here to the south is very exposed now. The bodkin arrow will be in place. Depends if Wanda will actually go around there to try and hunt those bills. And he knows that there's actually a woodline down here. His scout trying to pick one villager off. See a couple of actually spearmen from Yo, nice little scouting spearmen you could call them. Just get killed, and then that's it. Yo will just instantly X where they are, and that's where the knights will even come to as well, and just try and clean up business. Again, these crossbows don't have any armor upgrades at all. Especially there's a couple of skirmishes in that line as well, so they'll get cleaned up for breakfast. +1 defense, attack, and bloodlines kicked in, so nice and strong. Should be able to deal with any problems very easily. You can see it looks like Degao is just doing some training exercise there, killing off a couple of wolves. Just annoying him. It looks like most of the battle's actually going to happen down the sort of south map between Degao and Wanda. It looks like Pike's sending some knights down there with only just no upgrades except bloodlines coming in soon. Oh. Did the stream just end? Game over. No. Oh, well.